Alright guys, I haven't made a video in a while because it's been winter time and kind of just been waiting for the weather and everything to line up to be able to continue working on my shop build. So if this is the first video and you don't know what I've done so far to get to this point, just look at the playlist. Maybe I'll link it right here, I don't know, and you can catch up on everything I had to do to build my building. The quick rundown is I'm building a 50 by 80 pre-engineered metal building, 20 foot tall, and it's just for hobby work, working on race cars, storing RV, boat, whatever. Anyway, we'll just get to what's happening today. Had the concrete guys come yesterday and set up the forms, and I guess here's the key thing: if you're trying to build your own shop, or even if you're paying someone else to do it, it's just good to know. So I graded this myself, and I got it pretty level, but not 100% perfectly level. They came in and set the forms with a laser, so this is what level is. Now, I did use my own laser, but I just didn't know how level it had to be, or because I didn't want it sitting perfectly level and just collecting all kinds of water because it wasn't draining off. And I figured that once we dig the footer, there would be enough dirt that has to get moved around anyway, that close enough was good enough. So I had the concrete guy come meet me out at the site a few weeks ago and verify with his laser. He walked the property and said, yeah, it's close enough. So just to give you an idea, like, I kind of shifted this building more down hill than I originally intended, and that's why this side is just kind of a little bit lower. But it's okay because there's plenty of dirt in here that's high, so they'll get this corner filled in level whenever they come in next week to do that. So the plan is for 6 inches of concrete on top, 4 inches of rock, and then like all around the edge it's a 2 foot by 2 foot footer with a 45-degree taper into the building. And of course, with the pre-engineered metal building, you have anchor bolts. So you set up like a template that you would like put in the corners and everywhere where the big beams go, and that holds your anchor bolts in place, and then they use rebar and tie it all in together. So anyway, that's what's going on with the build so far. Now, before the guys come back, my responsibility is to get the plumbing taken care of. So we're gonna have 2 bathrooms. One is going to serve the outside, it's just a door to the outside. You won't be able to get into the shop from that, and the reason why I'm doing that is I like to have bonfires out here, and I want to make it a place where my friends or anyone can camp, and it's just nice to have a bathroom for that. But I don't want them to have access to the shop if it's someone I don't know, and just so they don't track mud and stuff into the shop. Even if it was my best friend, I still don't want the shop to get muddy. So if we're out having a bonfire and someone needs to use the bathroom, it's just nice, like, hey, the bonfire's in this area, the bathroom will be right at the shop in this area, so you don't even have to walk in the shop. I just think that would be convenient. And it's a 4,000 square foot shop, and the bathroom takes up 100 square feet of that, 50 square feet of that. So just to have a bathroom for that, I just think it's a good investment for my use case. Yeah, so I'm working on the plumbing today. I'm going to run some strings. I did all the measurements. I drew up my own floor plan. So I talked to a few plumbers just to get some quotes and stuff, and it was really expensive. So I figured, well, I'm going to have to do this on my own. So it was going to be $3,000 to $4,000 just for a couple bathrooms. They were quoting me like $600 a fixture, which I'm doing full bathrooms with showers in them, by the way. So there's 6 right there. Then I wanted a utility sink and a hookup for a washer and dryer, just because I never know what I'm going to be doing with this thing in the future. Like, I am planning on eventually building a loft with the living quarters, so I figured, like, we'll just make this a self-sustainable living unit, so it's going to have washer dryer hookup, right? It only makes sense. Anyway, all those fixtures and stuff ended up being $3,000 to $4,000 now. I'm not a professional plumber, but luckily in my county, you're allowed to work on your own plumbing You've got to pull a permit and get it inspected, but if it's for yourself, you don't have to have a license, and it just has to pass inspection, the same inspection that a licensed plumber would have to go through. So I'm going to do it all on myself, and I'm pretty confident. I did some research on YouTube, and I don't feel like what I'm doing is like anything real complex, and I just can't see paying someone $3,000 to come out one day and do this, cut some PVC and glue it together. So hopefully I can figure out how to do it on my own. So that's the plan for today. Is I'm gonna just string off where my walls are going to be, so I know where to dig a trench in the ground for the plumbing pipes to go, because it will go under the slab, and then you'll just have stubs coming up through for sinks and toilets and whatnot. So I'm going to get to it, and then I guess I'll show you again when I'm done what I came up with. Well guys, it's late at night, it's getting dark, so I broke out the tractor, and I'll tell you what, this be expanded, the quick attach things are awesome. So I got this little trencher bucket, and today's the first day that I used it. It was nice because I'm laying 4-inch pipe for my main line, and it's a 4-inch wide bucket, so it's instead of my standard one, which is I think it's 8 or 10, and maybe it's 9, I don't know, but it just makes a narrower trench, so it's the appropriate tool. And the cool thing is it took me like 15 seconds to swap that on. So be expanded, quick attach. Anyway, check this out. So here is my trench that I dug today with the backhoe, and then I had to dig some of it by hand just underneath the form board. Not really sure yet how deep everything has to be. We're just trying to get a head start on this, so when we start fitting the pieces together, then we can figure it out, but we can fill it back in a lot easier. We can dig it later. So I got this stuff laid out, and I'll show you the floor plan so you can understand what we're doing. But anyway, I'm in the bathroom now. This is going to be the door that you walk in. All right, and then straight ahead is going to be a sink. The toilet will be right here. And then this will be a shower right here. So we're in the shower. So, and then the bathroom over here is just the exact mirror image of it. So you would walk in this door, there'd be a sink, a toilet, and a shower. That's exactly how my bathroom is set up. I mocked off almost the same sizes that I have in my home bathroom. So I just made 2 of them. I like the sizes, the proportions are good enough. It's roughly 5.5 by 9. So it's a little bit bigger than like 5 by 8, which is what I really felt the minimum size for a comfortable bathroom, where you could actually like change and put on clothes and have room and not feel crowded, brush your teeth, do your hair, you know what I'm saying. Of course, I probably look like I haven't done any maintenance lately, but it's COVID, you're not supposed to. So the idea of this room is, I hope it's not too dark to see all this stuff. I got these fluorescent pink strings. The one in the middle wouldn't be in this room, but that's just to denote the center of that pipeline. So my idea is you walk in this door, and on the left here is going to be like the electrical panel, and then I'm going to have the water coming through somewhere around here, and it will go out the back of the shop for its connection, and then both the electrical and the water will get trenched through, like around the back of the shop, and then up towards that light pole, and the rock is my well. So I'll just run those together down around to the back of the shop to this location. So I'm going to, while I'm trenching and I got all this stuff going on, I'm going to have one more connection wiring out over to here, and I'll just put it coming up in this wall here, and that's going to be for like a condensate drain if I'm going to put in like a heater or something with a air conditioning, so it has a place to drain into. And it can also work for if I put an air compressor in this room, or anything that you're going to want to drain water out of, and you just need a drain. So I'm just going to have that coming out of the ground, just so it's one extra thing on this wall that's already plumbed for it. And then, like I said, right here is going to be set up to have a dryer, and then the washer here. Then it would be like a counter that you could work on. I'm trying to make it like this area here, like room for a fridge, room for a sink, small counter, put a microwave in here or something. So like when I'm out here, if I want to just have some microwave food, or keep the fridge full of drinks, I'll have that in this room here. So just kind of stuff that I'm planning just to make this easier and just as functional as possible. This is all the stuff you have to think about whenever you're building the shop, because once the concrete goes in, it's a lot harder to put the plumbing in. And then if you're wondering, like, hey, what are you going to do with, like, how are you going to feed water all this stuff? So I'll just do PEX, and it's just going to go in the walls. So it's going good. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would to get this far, but kind of how this stuff works. All right, that's it for now. Well, just a little update here. It's raining. I'm trying to get my plumbing in. It's supposed to rain all next week. Well, we're gonna have 2 days of good weather and then more rain, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do concrete next week. But I'm still trying to hurry up and get my plumbing system in, because, well, I just want to get it done. So I figured I would come out and dig some more, and it was kind of just, the rain had let up, and then I come out, start digging, and it started raining some more. Anyway, here's what we got going on so far. So I had the main trench dug yesterday. Today I located my 2 toilets either side of the wall, and then I dug out this wall. So this is just so off of the main pipe we'll come and we'll have a 2-inch coming up. That'll be for the washing machine. And we got one coming over here, and I'm gonna go again. This will be a 3-inch pipe coming this way, and it will split off and do a 2 right up here for a utility sink on this side, and then come over here and do a 2, and I guess the shower drain is going to be right around there. So it's raining pretty heavy, and my trench was filling up with water, so I decided to go and dig it out some more, so to get it to a point where it would drain out, because there was probably, it was filled all the way from the bottom, close to the top here, and it was filling up fast, and well, I figured it's going to have to drain. I don't want to have to put the plumbing in under dirty water, so I can't see what I'm doing. So anyway, that had to be done. So I took the tractor over here. So my trench was stopped right here, and I had to dig out the trench some more. Unfortunately, if you can see what's about ready to happen, if you look at how deep my tracks are, and we're a foot deep in this mud and 2 feet deep in the mud. So I got the tractor stuck for the first time. Normally, anytime I've been close to getting stuck, I've been able to use the backhoe to just push me out, but I got her wedged all the way down here against my the catch fence. We'll get her out. It's not too bad. We need some help. Anyway, that's the update. Figured I'd do that because I got the tractor stuck and I need to take a break from working. So I'm done talking now, though. Alright guys, I'm going to stop the video right there. I think that's enough for one episode. So I ended up with just a lot of plumbing footage and information that I wanted to share, and I didn't want to leave out any details, but I also didn't want to make one super huge half-hour video that people may not feel like they want to commit to watching the whole thing. So anyway, I do want to share all that stuff, and probably if you've stuck around this long, you probably are interested in that also. So click the link to go to episode number 2 of the plumbing, and you'll see me see if I pass the inspection or not. Could be interesting. If you don't care about plumbing, maybe you want to click a link to see me save a pelican. Right there. Do that. That one's pretty cool. That was a great day. All right. See you guys next time.